There is a very initial question that running asks you. Are you gonna stick it out?
It's like having a dose of medicine. It makes you feel good.
I love pushing distance. It makes me so mentally tough.
There's something about taking deep breaths outside, even if it's around my block, even if it's around my neighborhood.
There were a lot of woods around me, and I wanted to see what was in them. When I started out running, I ran to prove myself. My mindset maybe wasn't as healthy as what I would say my current mindset on running is.
I was a very anxious, uncertain, unhappy person, and just to get walking was tough.
I'm always 100 miles an hour, total workaholic, but there's really no in between.
I grew up with punk rock and asthma, so running, it wasn't cool and it hurt my lungs. The first time I ever ran, I tried to run around my neighborhood for about a mile and I nearly thought I was gonna die.
You're losing somebody close to you in life. It's a blur. You don't know what to do with next. You're holding yourself together.
Life's gonna kick you in the teeth. And what I just figured out is being alone and keeping my running intensely private, totally personal, on my own, not shared with anybody. That actually was my balance. And it's been amazing.
As I finally got to walking, I felt like I'd try to run a little bit. Every day I ran a little more. Now I'm a daily runner and someone who loves living.
When you have that, you're not so closed off in life. You're open to possibility. You believe more in yourself.
I met a running coach. He asked me to go running with him, and I was very intimidated by that. He said, we can go as slow as you want, we can go as hard as you want. He said, just enjoy the run.
Running clubs in South Africa are huge. So I had a bunch of new friends really quickly. That was my social life. It still is. It's where I meet my people. It's where I met my husband. I was losing my father, who was the person who brought me to running. The running community came around. Kim, would you like to go for a run? Would you like to come and join us for this? Those were the people that kind of held me together. And that means a lot to me.
There was a big shift in my mindset when I did my first trail marathon. I remember finishing that, nobody was there, and I felt so accomplished, totally on my own. I realized that running is multidimensional. You get to own it as an individual, which is huge.
Does that feel straight a little bit?
Yeah.
Straight?
I prefer to run with people because I like sharing that experience. Even if we're not sharing it in the exact same way, knowing that they saw the same thing I saw, or like, hey, what about when we had to jump over that water crossing? I love those shared experiences.
The simplicity of running. You can run anywhere.
It's your own 2 feet. You can go wherever they will allow you to go.
That's different than any other activity.
So, do you guys care about the route, or just whatever?
When folks ask me, what kind of runner are you? Are you an ultra runner? I always say I like to run.
Whether it's 100 miles or it's 5 miles, we're all doing it to feel better.
You're struggling the same struggle. You're dealing with the same difficulties. Or you're celebrating the same victories. You're all the same.
I never in a million years thought that I would be this person that enjoys running this much. I do feel that there are different mindsets and motivations, but I feel that there's a place in running for everybody. Anybody's a runner if they go out there and try it. We're all runners.